Wealth building in 2026. Today we're looking at how to invest so that you don't get burned. That's the main thing. When we're investing, there's a couple key things to remember. A guaranteed way to fail is to do nothing. So we really do need to start committing capital if we want to get serious returns on our investments. And when you're getting into the investment side of things, you want to have a beginner's mind. Even when you're experienced, you want to keep testing your assumptions about investment decisions. Otherwise, you're going to start getting a little bit too confident and start skipping steps. We want to think that just because we're good at something else doesn't mean that we're going to be good investors. For example, say you're a lawyer. You might be a great lawyer. Doesn't mean you're going to be a good investor. Great truck driver. Doesn't mean you're going to be a good investor. So we got to have the beginner's mind with investing because it is a very specific skill set. Action in investments and in knowledge building unlocks the opportunities. So we have to think, okay, we're going to be reasonable about the returns we're going to be making. We're not hoping for 30% returns year on year. We're looking at 8 to 10% being a reasonable range. We're going to be using experts. So we wouldn't think about investing, say, in Invercargill without considering working with a local real estate agent, local property manager, financial advisor that understands the Invercargill market. And we certainly wouldn't be talking to investors in Invercargill that bought property 20 years ago and haven't bought any property since. So we want to be thinking about experts that are relevant for the investment we're looking at. Investing, we're going to be looking at partnering well. If you're going to be buying properties, ideally you're partnering with people that know more about properties. If you're buying businesses, the same again. When we make investments that are the wrong investments or no longer the right ones to continue with, we have to understand sunk cost, and we have to understand that time and money committed already into a project or an investment shouldn't be the reason why we stay involved in that investment. Every day we're making the commitment to what we've already got, and if it's not the right thing to keep, we have to move on and look for a better opportunity, and cutting losses is a very important part of investing. Staying humble, a couple of good runs on the board doesn't mean that you know what you're doing. Every new delivery is going to be a new test. So we have to understand that there's no point in facing balls, getting good runs on the board, and then not thinking about that next one because you're only one bad investment away from wiping out all of the good things that you've already done. I had this playing golf recently. Played the first 8 holes really well and duffed the last hole. So you've got to stay focused and leverage your strengths consistently and not get too distracted, because investment is a long-term game. You've got to be thinking all the way through to the end. And the thing that I would always be suggesting is to couple your passion with patience. If you're not passionate about crypto, don't invest in crypto. If you're not passionate about property, don't invest in properties. Find something you are passionate about, invest into that, and you're going to be a lot more motivated to learn about it.